Greetings and salutations, I'm Zook, your lovable Dungeon Master, and welcome to Geeks Anonymous. I'm joined here today with Kaz, Dolphy, and Sig, and we're playing Oops All Wizards, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. Before we begin the recap of last month's session, sorry guys, we will, life happens, we'll go into a couple of announcements. The first announcement being all of the music you will be hearing tonight is from the very talented Kevin MacLeod. Go to Kevin MacLeod's Incompetech, incompetech.com for all his royalty-free music. The beautiful artwork that you will see up at the top right of the screen is from our amazingly talented Sig, and you can join our Discord and see some of their other wonderful artwork if you so choose.
Because I'm too lazy to post on fucking Twitter.
Fair enough. And last but not least, all of the miniatures you will be seeing today, well, most of the miniatures, I should say, are from Hero Forge, and we are affiliated with Hero Forge. You can see the 4 beautiful minis in front of you right now, and you can go to the affiliate link below and make yourself a miniature for yourself, and hey, we get a little bit of a kickback, so you're supporting the channel directly. But I think that's it. So we will begin tonight's episode of Oops, All Wizards.
Forget that like the viewers see a different screen than me, so I'm like, what fucking minis are you talking about?
That's fair.
It's just like also the other reason why I don't really post on social media for artwork really anymore is because I don't think anyone wants to see the 10 million thousand fucking drawings I do of Keelan on a daily basis.
You are mistaken.
I am not mistaken. All right,
well, I like him.
I asked about that.
I like sexy boys, so. But anyways, the recap. As the students continued into the desecrated tomb of the ancient king, they found themselves in a room with a well filled with salt water, the one you see before us, actually. Finding the burial chamber beyond a collapsed wall, Lunny was able to magically clear the path. Finding 2 sarcophagi, they obtained a key and opted to leave the royal consort's tomb unmolested. Using the key, they find a massive undead 4-horned mammoth, presumably by the name of Brutus. Backing out of the room slowly, they left the mammoth undisturbed. Making their way further in, they find a room filled with pirates, all with wax in their ears to prevent them from becoming enthralled by the tomb's musical enchantment. By focusing on the captain, they were able to end the battle, with the first mate ordering everyone to stand down as they fled the tomb with their captain and lives intact. Finding a ritual chamber, they were confronted by a shape-shifting undead. Stepping into the light of the open night, he reveals himself as the first High King of Talk and reveals the room's purpose. The students perform the ritual and enter the portal leading to the Realm of Dreams, where they meet the openite dragon Nakash. They were confronted by revelations about themselves. Lunny found their true name of Luenavine, and Visca found a possible means of curing her people. And Zinni even learned of her divine heritage. But they were also confronted with the hidden truth of Madi actually being one of the Obis assassins sent to kill Visca, and quite possibly even Lunny and Zinni.
Outright said that she was there, that she was supposed to stop us too.
Yep. Literally just told us, and then she had a mental breakdown.
That is fair. After much deliberation leading to Madi's withdrawal, the other 4 find themselves, the other 4 have found the locations of the blade they seek, the retorter. And that is basically where we left the episode. You have continued to the room with the well, and that is basically the only place you haven't checked yet. As you hear Thalgren actually speak up to kick everything off and be like, so, what exactly do we gain by going down there?
I don't know, a sword.
Yeah, a sword.
Right, but the sword's in the maelstrom, right?
Yep. Yep.
We are nowhere near the maelstrom.
Nope.
I mean, magic's a thing. We do it all the time.
That's fair, but suppose, and theoretically speaking here, we do go down there and we find some sort of mystical enchantment that sucks us into the maelstrom. What do we do about the... How do we get back, first of all? Second of all, what about the oxen?
Right.
Right. Fuck.
What I can do, I can take Cranky here, as you see him reach in and press a couple of buttons as the flying drone zzz, up into the air. And I could have them head on down and scope it out for us.
I guess that's better than a person.
Yeah. Okay, I guess.
All right.
I wanted to go into the mail.
Cranky, as you see him go in and he flicks a switch and it suddenly whirs down. He places it in his hand and he walks over to the well and he places it on the water as it begins to float. And you see the apparatus begin to change as the thing flips over and the propellers that kept it in air shift to the back of it. And you see like mechanical fins come out of the sides as it begins flapping and dives down into the water below.
Underwater Flappy Boy.
A few moments pass, enough for all of you get a short rest if you need it.
Why?
Though I think all of you have taken a long rest since then. I'm not sure.
Have we?
I think we probably did because we were in a safe place when we came out of the thing.
Yeah, so you guys can go ahead and mark that off if you haven't.
Okay.
So Cranky surfaces and basically breaches the water and in air shapeshifts into the flying form. Flick, just shakes off all the water and floats back over to Thalgrin. The Cranky will then turn and project an image using illusionary magic to basically show what it found. And I will do that now.
Cranky, just save us from dying. If so, thank you, Cranky. I need you to understand. There are like 8 fucking water temples in Link's Awakening. If you send us through a goddamn water temple, I might never forgive you.
Oh no. We're probably going to go through a water temple because you said something.
No, if we go through one, it's because Zook already planned it.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically this is projected above the well, and it's kind of spinning very slowly around to show you the depth and the projection. As you see, basically, as you're kind of pointing that and saying that, Thalgrin speaks up. Oh, well, that's... that looks like the entrance to whatever passage this once was. Those were, well, they look like lamps, or at least they once were. Because this whole thing's underwater. So I assume it was once some sort of passage to get from one place to, well, the temple.
Okay. So is it all underwater?
It looks that way. There are some parts that are deeper than others. However, and he basically draws a line, kind of starting from where the lamps are and shows a path, and he maps a route and says the safest route through would be approximately 694.38 feet. How long can y'all hold your breath?
Probably not that long.
No, we're squishies.
I do not breathe.
Okay.
Except for Lonnie.
Yeah.
So, I can hold my breath a decent amount, but that's even pushing it for me. We have a choice here, because I could send Cranky back down. We could wait for him to come back, and I could see what's beyond the passage. Or we could just go down there, see what's on the other side, or we find a boat of our own. What do we want to do?
I mean, boat sounds safer because I can't.
I know for a fact that if I die, I'll probably just come back, but I don't think we want to wait that long.
Yeah, and I don't think that I do. So
Yeah, and
Thal-
I don't think that anyone else here.
Thalgren
Except for
thinks
maybe
for a
Eleni.
moment, and he's like, if you died through asphyxiation, would you still turn into ash afterwards?
Oh. You know, I haven't tried that yet.
You know what?
If I try to die from suffocation, I'll just make sure I slit my throat.
Oh, that's brutal.
morbid.
Yeah.
I would personally rather not test that theory.
Yeah, same.
My vote?
Doesn't.
We find a damn boat.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Boats. I like boats.
That's 2 for a boat.
I know where to get a boat.
You do?
Sadly,
Care to elaborate, lass?
I don't like my family.
To the boat.
Care to elaborate, lass?
No, I don't.
Fair enough. Well, sorry, Lenny. It looks like you've been outvoted.
And I didn't vote.
What was your vote, anyways?
Whatever the group wants to do.
Well, there we go.
Okay. Boat.
Let's get the hell out of here. So he basically will begin heading in the direction. You all leave the different corridors of the temple, past where the invisible guillotines were. You notice Thalgren's a little cautious about going forward, but it's been disarmed, and there's no problem at all as you head outside, and you're able to scale the cliffs of. Well, you know what? You guys
I mean,
aren't
we
very
found the
athletic.
ladder, so.
You did
No, we
find
are
a
not.
ladder, but I'm going to have you all make a basic athletics check, and because you have a ladder, it's at an advantage, but it's only a 10 difficulty. However, you
Okay.
guys have proved me wrong before.
Wait,
I
I have a -2 to strength, bud.
yeah, same. Oh, I pressed the dice button as soon as you hit the reload, so it didn't work. Yeah, I also have a -2 to strength.
Yeah, -2 buddies.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice.
Okay, I'll try again. How much can I fuck up on the first roll of the day? Natural 20. Never mind. I guess I'm just going to speed up that ladder like no one's business.
Hey,
Very
That's
nice.
yeah, that's still a 17.
Uh, 14.
All right, Thalgren. Okay. You all get up the you get up, no problem at all. You find Nessie and Opal both chewing on some grass, and they look up at you, and they don't look any worse for wear. They don't look like they were worried that you were gone at all.
Happy cows.
Happy cows.
Well, at least that means that the pirates didn't bother them either.
Yeah,
I
it
will.
doesn't seem that way. Actually, I'll give everybody a perception roll.
Oh god,
Ow.
I had to say something.
You did.
Well, I tried.
If they mess with our cows, they have to fight us again.
That's true. That is true.
Mhm.
You know what? That's a whole fucking 7. I see shit.
Uh,
I see literal cow shit.
You're too focused on having to go back to Yalfor.
I really am.
Perception.
Not looking
That's
forward
an
to it.
18.
Okay. Honey?
I want to apologize in advance
9.
if my mother's TV watching happens to come through.
Oh, that's okay. That's
My
fine.
mic.
It's fine. Okay, so Zinni, with your roll, what was the modified?
Modified is 18.
Modified 18. As you kind of think about that, and you're glad they didn't mess with your, with your oxen, you turn and look, and you can see the coast, and you actually see what looks like this abandoned town, and you can see it's filled with a bunch of mist, and off in the distance, off on the coast, you see a large boat that is disappearing into the distance.
Ooh. Well, that was a boat.
Yep.
That was a boat.
Then Thalgrim kind of looks over and says, "Well, that was one way we could have gotten there.
Yeah. Oh
What-
well, we'll find another way.
A more unsavory route. I don't want to steal anything, to be honest."
I mean,
That's
if we
fair.
steal it from pirates, is it really stealing?
You have a point.
Yes. Kinda.
What if they stole it and we steal it so that we can maybe give it back to whoever lost it?
But really, I mean, if that was our intention, that'd be one thing, but our intention is actually using it to go to the maelstrom, so that is decidedly uncouth, in my opinion. But I'm also a goody two-shoes, as I've been told before.
But so are they. They're
That's fair. So, where is this place that we're headed?
What was the name of the port again? 'Cause
It's called
I can't remember.
Port Yalfor.
to meet Visca's family.
It's in the southern reaches of Cerithius.
Trying to find the map.
On the map.
Where is that on the map?
Actually,
Oh, I see it.
yeah, right here.
And where are we?
And you are currently here on the board. And I'm
And
going
it is-
to...
It is far. We're gonna go south for
It
a while.
is here.
Yeah, that's pretty far south.
Yep.
Can we get
Where
a
did we come-
teleportation there?
Where did we come from?
Where did you go?
No.
No.
We could go back to what was it? Hillcrest?
I mean, you could try contacting the college if you wanted to.
Yeah.
That's part of the dream.
They do have a teleportation circle there, so I assume that there might be a teleportation circle in the port.
What did you say?
I said
Dear-
it's part of the dream.
Yes, it is. You are very close to Bartha Dream. Okay, so what do you guys do? Because if you were to travel by oxen, it's gonna be about 2 weeks, which is
Yeah,
fine. I'm not gonna do a whole lot of random shit. There will be a couple things to go over travel, but I'm okay with elapsing the 2 weeks if you guys want to do that.
Yes.
Or if you want to try to get the Wayfarers Guild to help you out, you're more than welcome to do that as well.
How about we try the second option first?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Okay.
Worst case scenario.
Go ahead.
Worst case scenario, we figure shit out ourselves.
Fair
Worst
enough.
case scenario, Finny will fill us up with so much food we'll explode,
Yes.
and then we'll suddenly be there.
Who has the sending stone? I know one of you has it, but who wrote it down on the character sheet?
I thought it was
Uh,
money.
Was it me?
Maybe.
you?
I think sending
No.
is transmutation, isn't it? Or is it divination?
Well, either way, I don't think I have it.
I do not have it.
I do not have it.
All right.
We
Well,
both do not have it.
let me check your character sheet. If you don't have it, you have it, because I know one of you have it.
One of us
pull it
had
out of the
some.
bag of holding.
Okay. So
Where we put everything, so we might as well just say it's there.
okay.
Plot device.
Who do you want to contact with the sending stone?
It is a plot device.
Who do we want to contact with it?
Someone who can help us?
Preferably. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an 8.
Hmm.
That's an 8. Command.
Okay, so it's ascending stone, so who has the other stone?
The other stone. Oh, it was. Who gave it to you? I think it was. Who contacted you? It was either Zagok, Abir, and Eliusia are the ones who have been contacting you. So one of them have it. You're not sure which one. It's basically like your phone at work. How they like switch off the portable to whoever goes on shift next, sort of thing. So you're not sure who has the phone, but somebody's got it.
If somebody has the phone.
Somebody
Ooh, I
has a
don't know.
sending stone. You're not sure,
That's important.
but one of those three most likely.
Okay, well, I guess we're trying it.
What would you like to say with your 25 words?
What is the name of the location we need to go to?
Port Yalfor.
Okay. Lenny's going to think for a minute in silence, just mentally calculating the words.
Input.
Zinni's going to keep her mouth shut because she can't relegate herself to 25 words.
Which
a
is
mood.
probably why Lenny has the stone.
That's fair.
Probably.
We have a location. Could you check if the Wayfarers can teleport us to Port Yelfor?
Plenty of words. Okay. The first 4 words that you get back are ting ting. Oh no! Shit! Fuck! Hello? What happened? Oh, Lonnie? Oh, you're talking to me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh shoot. And then it cuts off.
Well, we tried, boys.
Who the fuck was that?
It sounded like Eliusia.
Hilarious.
Well, how about we start heading back to the city where we have a teleportation circle,
Yeah.
so we can go back in case they can teleport us.
As you're proposing this, you feel the a slight vibration coming from the sending stone as it lights up like woo. There's an incoming call.
Okay. I will pick up the call.
Okay, as you hear it's Eliusia on the other side. I am so sorry about that. So, I've checked, and I think I might be running out of words. Yalfor, no teleport,
Shit.
but close. Bartha Dream.
Alright. That's better than nothing.
And then that's all you get for a response. You can respond to that message because it was her sending it to you.
Thank you, Eliusia. We will be on our way back to teleport to Bartha Dream.
There's no response.
I know.
Okay.
Once a day.
What do you do?
Let's head back to see Finny.
Yep.
Okay. So, for brevity's sake, I will say you elapse 3 days. You get back to Hillcrest, and you are able to teleport back to the college. And then the Wayfarer is able to teleport you directly to Bartha Dream. At which point you see the beautiful city of Bartha Dream, which I really wish that I had a map for on here, but I don't because it was for a different game.
Because we did a physical thing
That was
for
a physical game, and that map was awesome and 3D printed. Watch that session.
was.
It will be in the upper right. I'm gonna actually notate it. Boom. No, wait. It'll be over here. Yeah, up there. So you get to the it's built basically. Bartha Dream is built into the actual city of I'm sorry, the actual Barik Mountains. It's literally carved into the side of it, and you see the many different buildings that are literally carved out of the rocks and whatnot. You see different channels of lava that have several forges built along it. And you see many mithril, like just minecarts full of mithril being processed for, hell, you know what, passive history with you guys, because you guys are smart. Bartha Dream is the #1 producer of mithril in the world, in the entirety of Orth. And you're getting some looks because, you know, you just teleported out of, you know, the main square, and you're not dwarves, well, except for Thalgarin. Actually, you know what? Zinni, you like percentiles. Go ahead and make me a percentile roll to see if anyone recognizes Thalgarin.
boy.
Boo, percentile. We have a thing. Where is it?
It is on the
Oh, it's on top
yep,
of it.
it's
Yeah.
on top. Yep.
The angle I was at, like, was fucking me up.
Yeah. A 15. So, as you all head in and you're heading through, you notice that Thalgrin, I'm gonna have anybody who's interested in reading Thalgrin right now make an insight check.
Am I good at those? No, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Same. God damn the sevens.
Nope.
No.
You get advantage, Lenny.
Oh.
Wow, it's a good thing I gave you advantage.
Oh.
9.
Oh.
9. 9 is enough to know that it seems like there's something on his mind, but other than that, and the others don't really know him well enough to even get that.
Lenny's going to kind of tilt their head just a little bit at Thalgrin. You are from here, yes?
Hi, Lux. I'm from here.
Is there anything you want to do while we are in town?
Leave.
Fair enough.
And as as the four of you begin heading out of Bartha Dream, you hear a loud smacking noise as someone with a very large hand grabs a hold of Thalgrin's shoulder. Well, if it isn't the Mosgrim himself! And you see Thalgrin just slump down and look over his shoulder as you see a very embellished dwarf. He's got jewelry all over him. He's got a beard that goes down to his knees, beautiful braids clasped all over. There are gems inlaid with it. He's got earrings and different piercings all over, and he looks well off. He is definitely a noble of some sort. And you hear Thalgrin speak up, and he goes, Chokin, I wish I could say it was nice to see you. So how is the sober, beardless fuck doing? Since when is it a bad thing to be sober? Since you're a dwarf, you fucking tragedy. And you see Thalgren just kind of slumps down and kind of looks at the three of you and doesn't
Lenny's going
doesn't
to
know
put
what to
their
do.
hand on Thalgren's shoulder.
And he looks up to you.
I don't like you.
Well, I don't like you. You ain't a dwarf. Why don't you go back to Hillcrest where you're probably from? Which is a totally racist remark, even though it's true.
Yeah, this guy is just
He's
screaming
totally
racism.
xenophobic. Totally xenophobic.
Um,
I feel like Ziddy's gonna do something with that.
Nitty, are you planning on doing something?
Are you planning on doing something with that humming?
Maybe.
Oh boy.
I just want to check, because if you're not, I would like him to make a wisdom saving throw.
What's happening first? What am I doing? Alright, wisdom saving throw because they said it first.
Yep.
That would be a no. What happens?
Letty reaches out, snaps her fingers, and he's polymorphed into a beardless dwarf.
Into a beardless dwarf. So he looks the same, just no hair, or just the
No
beard's
hair at
gone?
all.
No hair at
Oh
all.
my god!
Just... And you see Thalgren, because he... what's the components for that?
A caterpillar cocoon.
So it's
So
just
Lenny will-
material? There's no somatic?
There's verbal somatic, so Lenny will reach into their belt, pull out a cocoon, and grind it between their fingers and go, let's see what you look like without hair.
You see Thalgren kind of look up at you as you're crumbling it, and the dust of it floats up in the air, and it swirls over him like spores around him, and it just like clings onto him. And then polymorph is usually a physical transformation, but rather than that happening, you just see all the hair just fall off. It's just whoosh, and just clumps up below him, and like he feels it. He sees what you're doing, and he like looks down and he sees all the beard, and you can see the pure horror on his face, and he can't do anything except for grab the clumps of hair and run.
No, wait.
Okay, what do you do?
Before he grabs it, I want to use Firebolt on the hair.
You fucking go for it. All right. So basically, you see him about to grab a hold of his hair, and you just... And then it just immolates, and that smell of burning hair erupts into the air. It's enough to make, like, dwarves know that smell, and, like, to a dwarf, the smell of burning hair is like a skunk, because of what the circumstances of that means. And you see all these people just kind of turn, and they see this person, Chokok, and he just, like, looks absolutely horrified, as well as the other citizens of Martha Dream. And Thalgren just looks at him and looks at you, and then you see the other dwarf just fucking runs, and you hear the entire fucking town erupt in laughter. Thalgren will remember this.
That's
Thalgren
better than
will
what I was
remember
gonna do.
What were you gonna do?
Well, I have shocking grasp,
Oh.
so and it's a cantrip, so
Yeah, Firebolt is a cantrip too.
Do you give him a jolt on his way out?
Yes,
Do it.
do
pat
it.
him- just a quick slap on the shoulder. With
Okay.
Zap.
Go ahead and roll at the advantage, because his back is turned and you have help from your friends. And this is hilarious, and I want it to happen.
It only lasts for an hour, so there's no permanent harm done, but
I mean,
It's
Oh,
still
that's
enough
right.
to scare him and maybe
You said at-
make
you
him
said at
think
the
twice.
advantage?
Yes, at the advantage.
and this is a wizard spell, so it's a +7.
Chokok will remember this.
Good.
Arthur Dream reputation up. Chokok reputation down.
That's a 20. That's a 22.
22. Okay, yeah. So he's like running away, and as you do so, you just slap him on the shoulder. And you see him, and he falls to the ground, and poof, like leaves a dent, and like picks himself up. He's got like stone and rubble all in his face, and he just starts limping back to his house.
Be mean to our friend.
Don't be mean to our friends. And after that display, you hear Thalgrin look at the three of you and just be like, "Thank you all.
Yep.
I appreciate you."
He was an asshole, and he deserved every single one of his hairs just to go bye-bye.
He gives you a kind smile as the four of you head off. Oh, and by the way, he does not have a beard. Thalgrin does not have a beard. He has the like sheriff mutton chop thing going on, but nothing actually under his chin.
Oh, is that
That's
what
fine.
that means? 'Cause that's
Mosgrim
mean.
is no.
I don't-
It means no beard. Yes,
I don't like it.
it is.
Rude.
It is a very slanderous term to call a dwarf. Okay.
I mean, I think we can imagine.
As all of
People
you,
speak for that.
even to women hate being called that. Like, even though society, like women, dwarven society, women tend to shave now. They tend to shave their beards, and they keep their braids more like in their hair, and they decorate their hair to make it big and beautiful rather than the facial hair. But you call a woman a fucking Mosgrim, and she's gonna beat the piss out of you.
Rightfully
Yeah.
so.
Okay, so as the three of you, four of you, all head east, past Bartha Dream. You head past a lake with some beautiful pink cherry blossoms, and you pass the edges of a beautiful pine forest. At which point you get to a river with a long bridge. This is about 2 days that have gone by at this point. Continuing on, you can hear the bustling of what sounds like miners working, and you see them look at you, and there's a few that are dwarves, some that are halflings, a couple that are even elves, and maybe a few humans thrown in there. And they see you, and they give you a pleasant wave. It looks like they're used to seeing travelers on the road. And you all continue on your way as the path splits, and you see a signpost that says Alandis to the north, and Bartha Dream to the west, and Port Yelfor to the south, as well as the town of Moristpor. As you see that, I'm going to have Sig make Visca make me a wisdom saving throw.
God. Hold on, what's my modifier for that? +3, okay. Oh god. Sir, that is a 6.
Okay. You, where are you in the wagon?
I'm going to be in the back.
Okay, it has been about 5 days. About 3 days travel at this point. So you're in the back, and you're just kind of leaning up. How have you been passing the time?
That's a good question. Do I have anything on me? Because it's been so long, I don't remember what's on my character. What is in my inventory?
Good question.
I don't know, maybe reading a book. Just like a
Okay.
regular poetry book or something.
Sure. So you're reading a book, and you see what at first you thought were Zinni's hands, but then you notice that the nails are painted black, and it's much more pale than Zinni is, and it just rests on your book and pushes it down a little bit to kind of get your attention.
Creepy. I don't like it.
As you see in front of you is Nem.
I'm gonna have a staring contest with them.
Moristpur. 3 days south of Yalfor. What are you going to do about that?
What if we made a pit stop?
A pit stop? That's quite a journey out of the way. You think your friends will go for that? That adds
No.
a week to your travel.
I'm aware.
Alright. If you're willing to at least uphold some of your agreement with me, I will be satisfied if you at least ask around in Port Yelfor about Lidori, and then we can address the matter at a later time. But I'm not sure how long we have.
Yeah.
Fair enough?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's a puff of smoke and he floats away. Who is in the back with her? And who is currently piloting the steers?
I think we have determined that Lenny is going to be driving the wagon because they have the best animal handling.
Okay. So Zinni, you would have, with your passive, you would have heard some, well, basically a one-sided conversation. Not a whole lot is said from Visca, but she either had a conversation with somebody via Sending Stone or some other communication.
Were you just talking to yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
That it would be far from the weirdest thing that we've had it happen.
I mean,
so...
that is fair. Okay, so another day elapses, and everything seems to be completely fine. There's nothing wrong with the trip there, except for one thing that catches your eyes. And with your passive history checks, you see the banners of Port Yelfor, and they are next to the banners of Hroth, and they are next to the banners of Talk.
Wouldn't be out of place for me, would it?
No, for you, no.
Okay.
As you see the two guards outside of the gate of Port Yelfor, as well as 4 guards on top of the walls with trained crossbows.
Lenny's going to look at Visca because Visca's the one who said that they should go this way, so...
You hear a halt!
Halt.
Might as well.
Halt.
Halt.
The wagon.
Okay, so the wagon comes to a halt. What do you do?
I might as well talk to them.
Okay, so do you get out of the back?
Yep.
You get out of the back, you come around side of the wagon, and you see a couple of the guards. Go ahead and make me a whatever your highest charisma stat is. So either performance to kind of have your presentation, or your intimidation if you want to go that route, or your persuasion.
Persuasion.
This is just a first, like, to see if they recognize you and how they feel about you, sort of thing.
That's a 15.
Okay, you actually do know. You know one of these guards. One of these guards you actually went to school with, and you caused quite a bit of trouble with. And he actually addresses you by Visca as you hear him speak up.
I'm surprised he would
Visca!
say. I'm pretty sure
Or
he would
did
probably
you
be on first name basis then.
first name basis? So Alistair?
Because Visca is more of it's a pet name.
Gotcha. Okay, so would it be Alistair, or would it be something even less formal than that?
Either Alistair or Allie.
Allie! You see him kind of just like jump up, and he actually like slams his halberd into the ground so it's sticking out, and he walks up to you and grabs grabs a firm shake of your hand and gives you one of those like slaps on the back. It's good to see you.
Oh,
Hi.
The hell brings you home? I thought you were out of this piss shit hole fucking for good.
Oh my god, I wish.
Zinni's gonna poke her head out of the out of the back. I'm calling you Allie forever.
I'm going to kill all of you.
Hey, maybe we can meet up later. I'll tell you some embarrassing stories from school.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
Welcome home. He gives you a slap on the back, and you hear him go, "Open it up!" as the gates.
Okay.
Visca's going to look at him and say, "We're never having sex again."
Last time was only meh, anyways.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Plus, you made me
You didn't
wear all
hold out
this
very
weird
long.
stuff. You made me wear all this like fucking wrapping shit. You're weird.
Yeah,
All right,
so are you.
get inside.
Thanks.
As you head into the big city of Yalfor, and you smell that slam of fish and salt water, and immediately find the nearest the nearest disposal can that you can to begin vomiting. Visca,
Yep.
welcome home.
It still smells like shit.
As you all head into the large city of Port Yalfor, and you see Visca coming back to the group, wiping her mouth from the vomit. You are in Port Yalfor. What do you do?
Still smells like garbage here.
So where are we going?
Well, if we're looking for a boat, then most likely the docks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Visca,
Yeah.
lead the way.
Yep. Okay, fine. You don't want to get lost in the city?
Not particularly, no.
I don't blame you. It smells like rotten fish.
So the four of you head into the city
Yep.
as you travel down the streets, and you can see fishmongers trying to shout out their wares. There are literal fish that are flying through the airs, narrowly missing your heads, but it looks like they've done this before, and it is kind of a sight to see. The smell is not, though. As you continue down, you see several stands and bazaars and whatnot, people peddling their various goods. And then you get to the boardwalk, which leads to the docks, and you see several wharf masters that are, calling out various orders, depending on who's coming in where. You see a couple ships that are just taking off, and one that is just coming in. What do you do?
Lonnie's going to look at Visca.
Yeah, we're in Visca's territory now.
He's like so hating this place. She's going to look for anyone she might recognize.
Okay.
Just because.
I would say you probably know the Wharf Master. So Wharf Master Nikolai. He is a human. He stands about 5'11" or so. He's got, grunge and dirt all over him. He looks like he's been working hard all day. It's probably about 5 or 6 in the evening at this point. And you see him wipe a bit of dust and grime from his forehead as he looks over to you. Hallister?
What's up? You still look like shit.
I could say the same for you, you dead piece of shit.
Yep.
He's always called
How's
you a
it going?
zombie, even though, he doesn't actually know you're a Secundai.
That's fair.
So does this whole town just kind of insult each other? Is that the thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Seems that way.
Yes. Ugh.
So,
Keeping busy?
I mean, No, not over there, you piece of... Over... Yes, keeping busy.
You
Well-
still haven't gotten rid of him?
Look, the guy's got 3 kids. I mean, I got a heart.
Fair enough. But when you hired him back when, he only had 1.
Come on.
You can see my point.
Come on. I mean, the guy likes a little booty. Whatever. So,
All right.
what are you doing back in Yell for?
I sadly need a boat.
I thought you were up north where you could teleport and shit.
Where we need to go does not have a teleportation bullshit.
Okay, well, where are you going?
In the middle of the fucking ocean.
Where?
The Maelstrom?
What?
Yep.
He just looks
We
at
gotta-
you for a second.
We gotta
Yep.
get a thing. And that's where it is.
Yep, it's the whole college bullshit stuff.
Well, if you're looking for your graves, you might find that, but you know what? You might not even find that there. You're not gonna find a captain that's gonna bring you to the Maelstrom. Not a sane one, anyways.
Okay,
They don't have
do
to
you
be
know any
sane.
insane ones?
He just kind of looks at you blankly for a while. Are you serious right now?
I mean,
Sadly.
Holy shit. Go ahead and make me a persuasion check, Visca.
Oh no.
You're the only one who gets this, but you're at the advantage because you're being helped.
Okay. Uh, 17.
Yeah, I know a guy. Look, I can... Alright, well, because it's you, I'll hook you up with him. He's not the most stable person, but he'll get you there.
If he's more stable than my brother, I think we'll be good.
Yeah. He might not get you back, but he'll get you there. I can guarantee you that.
That's fine.
Look, alright, well, I'll do the paperwork and whatnot for you and get everything you need to get hooked up with this guy. And he can take you out in the morning, as soon as the morning. But the thing is, we need your dad's signature.
I could forge it.
No, the last time you did that, they added in magical incantations to prevent that from happening again.
They did?
Yeah,
Wasn't worth it.
why do you need your dad's signature?
because he's kind of in charge of the boats that come in and out of here.
I don't like the sound of that.
So now I have to go home?
You don't have to. I mean, you don't have to go to the Maelstrom. You could, like, stay alive.
Overrated.
You prove a point.
What's your
Guess we'll give it a
choice?
try.
You're gonna have to get the signature. I can get you the paperwork.
Sure, I'll try.
All right.
I'll try.
Give me like 15 minutes to draft it up. I'll be back. All right, that's it. Go home. Go home. Go home. You see the guy just drop his box and kind of look at you guys, and he just kind of shuffles off. Looks like there's a half grin on his face.
You're doing that on purpose.
You're still shit!
Okay. So where do you go? Do you head home, or you gotta look for this captain?
I'm gonna go talk to people.
Okay. Who would you like to talk to?
Just anyone at this point.
Sure.
Maybe try getting a little bit of hints for Lidori.
Oh, okay,
while
sure.
at it, go.
So go ahead and make me a general charisma check. Just general. I'll let you add your persuasion to it.
So, just the +2?
Yeah, whatever your persuasion score is. So 13 plus persuasion.
So 15.
15, okay. So it takes you a little while. You're asking around, and there's not a whole lot of people that have heard of Nem or that have heard of Nem. Just recognize the name as some wizard from the further north. That's about it. However, you do find this one halfling who kind of perks up at the name, and she goes, Nem? No, Navadon? Yeah. Well, Ladori. You said Ladori, not Nem, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Ladori, yeah. Last time I saw her, she was down in Morstpor, and then there was some reports of her heading up north. Actually stopped here, got a boat, and ended up sailing to Null? I don't know why she would head down there, but yeah, that's the last I heard of her. She was also seen with this Dwaro, if you believe that. Go ahead and make me either an Arcana or a History check to see if you know what a Dwaro is.
Arcana exists. Because I'm better at Arcana.
So I have to do math. I have to do math. 13.
13.
13?
13.
Anybody else?
Sure. Which one am I better at? So it's Arcana or what?
Arcana.
History.
Well.
Never mind.
Well.
Halfling.
Remember? Oh yeah, I can't.
Oh
I can't
yeah,
roll a one.
halfling luck.
I can't roll a 1.
There you go.
I mean-
That's nice.
14 then.
14. Okay, so 13 and 14. Is that what I got?
Yes.
Has did you roll?
Not yet. Did I click the button?
No.
Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Natural 20. Okay.
Paz is gonna get all my 20s.
The DC was 20. So luckily,
Jesus.
Lunny, you have heard of a Dwaro before. A Dwaro is the magical cross between a dwarf and a drow.
Interesting.
A combination that cannot happen in natural physiology. It has to be done with magic, with the assistance of magic. With that natural 20, you have also heard of such unions being done by the goddess of love down in Moristpor. There is actually a temple where people can have children based on unions that normally physiological changes would prohibit.
Are you telling me that there's a goddess that would bless monster fucking? Is that
Probably.
Essentially,
Probably.
yeah.
okay?
But basically what I'm saying in this case is that a dwarf and a drow normally cannot produce a child. However,
Well,
with the assistance of magic, they can.
Okay.
And that is what a dwaro is.
Weird.
So
But okay.
yeah, I don't know what she's doing in Null, but I sure the hell ain't going there.
Put it on my bucket list.
Anything else I can help you with?
No, that's all I got.
All right, toodles. And you see,
Hey.
shuffles off.
Visca.
What?
Who's Nem?
The thing that's haunting me.
Oh, so you weren't talking to yourself. Okay.
I love Zinni so much.
I 100% just all airhead thoughts all the time.
Wonderful.
She's so much fun. She's so much fun to be because I don't have to pretend to be smart at all.
Fair enough.
Okay. Now what do you do now that you've gotten that information?
I guess we'll wait for the draft.
Okay. About 15 minutes come by, and the wharf master comes over and hands you the writ of passage, and everything's filled out. The passage, the name of the captain, and the crew, as well as the cargo, including safe passage for you and your equipment, is written in the contract as well. And all it needs is a signature from your dad.
So you have to get a permission slip from your dad to go on a school trip.
Yeah. That's a light way of putting it.
Wow.
To be fair, you're part of this field trip,
Yeah, I know.
which means
fine.
you also need this permission slip.
Yeah, but he's not my dad. I don't
hate
have a
being
dad,
the child of a portmaster.
as we learned.
Ugh.
I have 0 dads.
Zero
Which is-
dad.
Yes,
Which
that
is-
is. You know
which
what?
is
I wonder if
one-
that would have been more preferable for my life.
Which is one less dad than I thought I had.
What did you think happened?
Mm.
Just out of curiosity. Like, did your mom never tell you?
I don't think she knows because I was a masquerade baby.
Oh. You know, that makes sense. Okay. Okay. I guess we'll trudge through the town.
Okay. You trudge towards the town. Are you meandering towards your house?
I'm trying to take the longest route possible.
You take the longest route and you stretch it out as much as you can, and you all get a nice look of Port Yelfor, and you tend to kind of notice that you've been led in the same spot a couple times, as Visca explains the bar where this thing happened that one time for the 3rd time, and is obviously trying to stray you off of the path of going home.
Yep.
However,
Hey, we
eventually...
need our permission slip.
At some point, Lenny's going to kind of tilt towards Visk and go, is he better or worse than my father?
I wouldn't say it's my father, it's more like my stepmother.
Yeah. Better or worse than my father?
On the same level.
No. Can I drown her in the ocean then?
Maybe. I would consider it done. Yes.
Turn her into a fish.
Zinni has a thing with drowning people, apparently.
In various substances.
Yeah, it's either sand or water or air.
Water at least makes sense.
Drowned anyone in the snow yet?
No.
Or made the attempt to? How about we do that after we get the signature?
Oh, yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay, so with writ in hand, you eventually find your way at the door to the Alkavisk Manor, which is located right here on the map. As you see,
Are you even still welcomed here?
you see a few armed guards and a couple on top with crossbows as well. They're trained on you as you're approaching. Then they notice that it's you, and they lower their guards, and they don't say anything to you because you have permission to enter.
You know, I'm gonna forego knocking. Fuck that.
Okay. You walk up and you enter the door with that fancy doorknob made out of pure obsidian, and it has the fancy calligraphy A over it. As you enter the first room of the manor, you get into the foyer, also as the hunter's trophy room, as you see several kills from your father's adventuring days, where he's got a bear on one side, a tiger on another one, a dire wolf, and then you see a head of a hydra looming over the main staircase leading up to the 2nd floor. You see a man who is holding a cloth on his arm, and he's dressed in regal attire as he steps down. You know this man as Fennec. and he is basically your guys' butler. And he walks up and says, Lady Alkavisk, a pleasure to see you.
Hi.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
I need to speak to my father.
Of course, he is up in his study and has asked not to be disturbed for another hour. However, make yourselves at home, of course, and if I can get you and your party anything, let me know.
Who's home? Aside from...
Your father and Brent.
That's so much better. Wait, no Cody? She
Cody,
actually sounds a little distressed.
Cody is out for the moment.
Okay, fine. That's fine. Don't tell Brent I'm here. If you do, I'm going to hurt him. You know.
Alistair, and he kind of takes a little bit of an informal tone with when he kind of hushes and says this to you. I do want you to know, Lydia should be home by tomorrow morning.
We're hoping to be gone by then. Yay!
Yeah, we're hoping to be gone by then, so...
Very well, I just figured you would appreciate the heads up, as you said it.
Thank you.
Of course. Is there anything else you would require of me?
Don't think so.
Very well, then I will begin dinner for you and your party. He smiles and he bows to the lot of you and walks off.
After he's out of range, Visca's just gonna be like, well, at least then he doesn't have to drown her.
Who's Brent? Do I have to drown him?
No.
Then you hear
Well, maybe.
well.
Did he drown him?
Oh, yes.
From the top of the staircase, as you see the most flamboyant, pale, man in front of you, long flowing black hair, sunken in eyes, but there's something about it that just, he makes it work. And he's just leaning up against as you see him caress this small, like, think like maybe like a 19-year-old cabana boy almost. And just kind of caresses him under the cheek as that man kind of walks by all of you and leaves the abode. Goodbye, Samael. It was Stephen. Whatever. As you see, the man leaves, and it is just the five of you as Brent looks at you. So...
I mean, I at least remember the name of the people I sleep with.
Good for you. Do you want a trophy?
No, but you shutting your mouth would be nice.
Oh, ooh, I like her. She's
This is why
catty.
you're the disappointment of the family.
Ew.
Has that ever bothered me before?
No, but it should.
Maybe a little. So, what brings you home, little sister?
I'm older than you.
You're still smaller.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can fix that.
Please fix that.
I love how this entire thing is just gonna be me and Lunny, like Zinni and Lunny, just like fucking everyone up.
Meanwhile, Visca and fucking Thalgrin are just like existing.
Yeah, Thalgrin's just
And one
like,
of them is in even more misery.
staying low, because he's heard stories of Yelfor.
So Lenny is going to pull out it looks like a powder of some kind, but there's a metallic scratching if they rub it between their middle fingers. It's powdered iron.
Okay.
And go, Visca, you want to be bigger?
Sure.
I cast enlarge on Visca.
Hello.
As Visca towers over, how that makes you like twice the size, doesn't it?
She is now large size.
We love to see it.
Well, I'm sure there are some people that are into that, but I am neither incestuous or straight. And you see him just kind of walks off.
Okay. At least he is now gone.
He has he has that kind of like he picks on you, but he still loves you sort of thing.
Yep.
You know? But yeah, he leaves. What do you do?
Visca is now the tallest of all of us.
For now. How long does that last? An hour?
Concentration up to a minute. So,
Long.
not too long, long enough to get him to leave.
Fair enough.
As the door opens up to the side where Fennec went off into, and you hear a clang, clang, clang come from your right as you look over, and Fennec has dropped a tray of like hors d'oeuvres, and he looks up and sees, Lady Alkevisk, should I should I prepare more food?
No. No. And
It's
right
fine.
about then the spell, fades.
Okay.
She shrinks.
Oh.
I wanted Brent to leave me alone.
Very well. And you see him pick up the mess and heads back inside.
And it was either that or I light him on fire.
I could light him on fire.
All right, what do you guys do?
I mean,
You know, Dad's study is upstairs.
Interrupt him, don't interrupt him.
gonna pick up the remaining snacks.
As you're about to like grab a remaining snack, the butler is about to grab it. Like, oh, darling, I could get you a fresh one.
I mean, they stayed on the tray.
Fair enough. He smiles and he's not going to question you. You are one of the lady's friends. So he lets you take as many as you want and then leaves.
Thank you.
Of course.
You know what? Let's go bother him.
Yeah,
Let's just do it.
I
Let's just
think
get it out of the way.
we're delaying the inevitable at this time. He's going to be pissed at you anyways, isn't he?
Maybe. That one's actually debatable. Let's go.
All right, you go upstairs, you head down the hallway, and you get to the grand study. You see one of his top guard, Marvin, because it's funny, is posted outside. You do know, however, he is very skilled. However, that does not usually stop you from messing with him when you were a kid.
You
That's
said
fair.
his name is Marvin?
His name is Marvin.
Okay. Okay.
You see him, he's kind of just picking a tooth. And he's got scruffy scruffy hair on his chin, and disheveled. Like all of the other guards looked primed, proper, uniformed. You know, they had this air of law about them. This guy looks like some fucking bodyguard that got hired off the streets.
Oh, I like him more.
And he's just kind of picking a tooth.
You still haven't gotten that one out?
Yeah, I replaced it with a golden tooth, and then I lost the gold tooth, so I had to replace it with a wood tooth. Now I think there's a fucking splinter.
Well, that's what you get for putting a wood tooth in there.
I gotta eat. It's a molar. Anyways, what are you doing home?
I'm going to go in that room.
Fair enough, I ain't gonna stop you. You're not, wait, you're not gonna like assassinate him, are you?
No.
Alright, your friend's gotta stay out. But you can go in.
Alright.
He opens the door for you. As you all see into the study, this man at a desk, he's got very pale skin. He's got long hair that is in a tied ponytail. Very beautiful features. He's wearing a very regal suit, but it's mostly black and earthy tones, with a red handkerchief in a breast pocket. And he sees the door open. You see him check his golden pocket watch as he closes it. Yes, Alkevisk. I'm sorry. Yes, Alistair. How can I help you?
I just need a signature, and then I'll be
For
going
what?
again. For a boat.
For a boat. And where do you intend on going?
Sadly, to the middle of the ocean.
I assume this is an assignment from the college.
Yep.
You would not be wasting my time otherwise, correct?
Yep.
So when I call to check in with the headmaster, he will confirm your
Yep.
story. Oh, very well. And you know better not to interrupt me, correct?
Yeah.
Very good. Let me see the writ.
Hands the papers over.
And Zinni, Lunny, and Thalgren, that is the three out there?
Mm-hmm.
Send them in.
She kind of like swivels out the door.
You
Hey
s-
Marvin,
you
I
see-
get to have all my friends in here.
Boss says it's okay. You see him kind of flag you guys in as the three of you head into the door, I'm assuming?
Sure, why not?
All right. And you see him kind of stand up, and that's when you realize how tall this guy is. He's like 6'4", and he
And
just
is
kind
so
of
short.
looks over you. He doesn't look like he has like, you know what? I'm gonna have you guys make an insight check to get a first impression off of this guy.
Am I good at those?
Do I have to do that?
No, you know who your dad is.
It's
Are
not
you
a
sure?
first impression for you, bud.
No, it's not. Oh god, that dice just decided to like. Oh,
18.
there we go.
So it's a what? You said insight?
Insight. Oh, that was almost a 20. It like danced on it.
I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed.
It's
I
not
had
funny
too many
yet,
last time.
right?
I had too many last time.
Okay, so Lunny, your first impression of this man, it gives you a familiar feel of Dr. Kennestein, but a little bit more air of father to it. Like, there is this father-daughter sort of relationship that you didn't have with Dr. Kennestein, but there is still this sort of formal, I need to get business done, my job matters more than my relationship with my daughter sort of air about he's all business, which may or may not be a bad thing. It might have been a bad thing for Alistair's childhood, but doesn't seem evil per se. In layman terms, you're getting lawful neutral vibes from this guy. So, you had the wharfman, of course. He knows his contracts. All right. Excuse me.
Yeah.
You're using Far Reach as your captain.
Does that name ring a bell?
Far Reach, go ahead and make a history check. You're the only one who has a chance at this. Well, I'll say the others have a chance, but it'd be at the disadvantage.
That's a modded 21.
Okay, did you guys want to roll? Because she will get pertinent information. Okay, so Visca. Yes, you have heard of Far Reach. He is the person you're kind of thinking that the Wharf Master was talking about. He's a little eccentric. He has made the travel back and forth from Hroth to Talk many times, so he does know the sea, but he has a tendency to take alternate routes. His most recent shenanigan was that he ended up using the Maelstrom to slingshot himself to shave 2 days off of his journey.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
That's funny.
Far Reach.
Are you caring about my well-being?
There are still tasks you need to perform for me. And I do almost love you. He gives you a smile.
Almost, but not as much as Cody.
Well, perhaps if you were up to his esteem, then I would.
I tried.
Well, maybe you'll prove me right one of these days. Or wrong.
Who knows?
You see,
Can't-
he
I
scribbles his
can't tell if this
signature,
is I can't tell if this is a good interaction or not.
and he slides.
This is probably
the signed
actually the most like positive interaction between them that you're gonna get.
Okay.
And then he slides the signed writ forward and says, "Get out."
Thank you.
As you leave the office, closes the door. Marvin kind of looks at you and goes, "Wow, that went well."
That okay.
Actually, hold on. I'm gonna go back in there.
You go back in, and you see the annoyed gaze of your father look up at you.
I'm
He
just gonna
says nothing.
playfully flip him off, and then I'm gonna leave with a little like hand wave.
You hear nothing in return as you close the door. But you could feel his eyes rolling, and that's enough for you.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
As the four of you head to the docks, you find the wharf master. The wharf master is handed the writ as you hear him go, "All right. Well, everything's in order. I suggest you get yourself a drink, and I'll see you in the morning."
Yep.
He tips his hat at you and gets back to work. What do you guys do?
Drink.
I'm gonna go drown at the bar.
Fair enough. Okay.
The bar that I gave the same 3 stories.
So you head back to the 3-story inn. Come on, that was good. I thought that was good. That wasn't good to you guys? Wow. Tough audience. As you get to the inn, I'm going to play happier music because it's a tavern.
Shots.
And you see the tavern is filled with mostly fishermen, so you know people are just having a jovial, I don't give a fuck about anything that's going on outside of this tavern right now kind of time. There are people passing around drinks, people playing tavern games. You hear a group of minstrels in a corner that are playing various instruments. There's a woman who is a very beautiful elfin woman who is singing along with the bards. There's a bartender, looks like a dwarven male who is serving some of the drinks, and there is an ogre who is a waiter, a half ogre who is a waiter who seems to be serving food to everybody. You are in the 3-story inn.
I'm just gonna find an empty table and take a seat.
Okay. You
I'm
take
gonna
a
follow
seat.
Visca.
Do you guys order drinks and just have a merry good time? You guys want to role play at all, or do we want to elapse to the next day?
Miska's going to get drunk, but also not that drunk.
Fair enough.
Not drunk enough to be sick in the morning.
Oh
So-
yeah.
Eventually, the half ogre will take your orders and place your various drinks in front of you. What did you order?
Something hearty.
Something tasty.
Okay. The Merlot is very popular here. So you were brought over. The half ogre kind of just elegantly nods and places the bottle in front of you with glasses for each of you. If there is anything else, let me know. And he just nods and smiles, his big tusks coming from underneath his lips, and he goes and begins serving somebody else. Okay. What do you guys do?
I'm just going to enjoy myself.
Fair enough. Okay. Anything anyone wants to do in particular?
Zinni is now very sad because her loot is back at the college.
Your loot is back at the college.
Yeah, it is.
What did you want in particular?
And to play music with all the others.
Oh, that loot. I was thinking OOT, not UTE. Make a luck roll for me. Just roll a percentile. See, always roll well on percentiles. you actually see a stool that is vacant up on the stage next to the elven singer, and there is a lute that is leaned up against it, and it looks like it is not being played.
Jam session time.
Do you kind of shuffle over?
100%.
Okay, now do you just grab the lute or do you ask permission?
Forgiveness, not permission.
Okay, so you grab a hold of the lute and you see the elven woman who is in the middle of a song kind of looks over you but doesn't miss a note, but it gives you this sort of strange inquiring look. Go ahead and make a performance check for me.
Hey, come on.
You
You know
take-
what? Inspiration.
Okay, go for it.
That's much better.
Okay.
That is a 24.
So, as you, I'm actually gonna roleplay those two rolls. As you strum that first strum, you realize how out of tune it is, and it just sounds horrible. So you do a trick that my dad does, and you take one of the strings and you just pull it out, and it stretches it just enough that it is now perfectly in tune, and then beep 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 beep, and you just follow along with them, and you see the elven woman just kind of looks at you, gives you a smile, and just continues on. All right, so what is Lunny and Visca doing during this?
Still getting drunk.
Still getting drunk.
Still
Yep.
getting drunk.
Lenny cannot get drunk, so Lenny will sit here watching everything going on.
Okay. So I
What's
will.
Algren doing?
Thalgrin is, you see a shot glass full of what looks like a light brownish liquid, and he takes a drink of it. Which kind of quirks your interest, Lunny, because Thalgrin said that he was sober, that he doesn't drink. But you have seen Cranky dispense alcohol for him, or at least what you presumed was alcohol.
Oh, Lenny will tilt their head. That from Cranky?
Hi, Lux. It's part of the reason I'm so disliked in Bartha Dream. I love the taste, but the fact that is non-alcoholic makes me a blasphemer in Morden's eyes, apparently.
I call bullshit on their ideas.
They can go fuck themselves.
I agree.
I've just never liked the way it makes me feel. I've been drunk before. I didn't like it. Apparently that paired with no hair on your chin makes you a fucking mockery. You see him take another swig.
We'd burn his hair off again.
I appreciate you guys. To not putting up with people's bullshit. He raises
I can
his
agree
glass.
with that.
Takes a swig. He clinks.
Lenny will mimic the motion even though they have no glass and are incapable of drinking.
He gives you a
thought
nice.
that counts.
He gives you a nice slap on the back. Thank you, Lux. And he takes a drink. So some time goes by, and you rest for the evening, and the night is. You know what? I'm gonna be presumptuous here, and I'm going to have Zinni make a persuasion check at the advantage because of the performance roll.
That would be a 19.
You have the opportunity to wake up with the elf in the morning if you would like.
Yes.
All right. And that is where we'll end tonight's episode. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. For everything that happened today, all the information that we got, and basically cutting a week off of your travel time, I'm going to give everybody one checkpoint, which should be enough to level you up, I believe.
Yes.
Excellent.
Sure
So
is.
we'll do that off stream, and thank you everyone for joining us, and until next time, toodaloo.
Bye.
Why?
Bye.